everybody and welcome to Hann-Made Studio. I'm Cheryl Woodlock. In this upcoming tutorial, I'm going to show you how to go from a piece of cement sheeting or fiberboard into a round piece without using any electrical tools. It's all going to be done by hand. So for those of you who don't like using electrical tools, this tutorial is for you. Stay tuned and I'm going to show you how. The tools that you are going to need for this tutorial is a piece of cement sheeting. The other thing that you are going to need is a template. A steel template is best or really strong plastic. If you use a piece of cardboard, it's not going to be easy to trace around it, nor is it going to be easy to score around it. So a piece of metal, a metal bowl is absolutely fantastic. The other tool that you're going to need to do your scoring is this particular tool by TROJAN. It's going to be scoring around on your cement sheeting. It's tungsten tipped and it is perfect for the job we are going to do today on our cement sheeting to get a lovely round shape. The last tool is going to be a pair of tile nippers. There you go, straight edge tile nippers, and that's to do the last of the trimming. So we're going to do very simple tools, keep it nice and easy without any electrical appliances. So stay tuned and I'll see you soon. We're going to make a round frame for our mosaics. I'm going to be using cement sheeting or cement fiberboard. In Australia, we call it cement sheeting. It's easily found in Bunnings. I use it because it's inexpensive. It goes into most weather. It's also very lightweight and easy to use. It doesn't mind getting wet and it lasts a long time outside. Also, I like it because it's reasonably easy to cut, but it's very difficult to cut into a circle. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut this into a circle today. The tools that you will need to cut into a circle for your cement sheeting, I've actually got a banding wheel here, and the top of this banding wheel is actually going to fit nicely over the size of this board. I'm looking for a piece of metal rather than a piece of timber or something that's going to be really strong, a template that's going to be really strong that I can trace around and cut around. The other tool that I am using is this cutter here, and that's going to score a trench in my cement sheeting. That's going to make it a lot easier to break and cut into a shape. I'm going to use this particular wheel head because it's the right size for this piece of cement sheeting. It's so heavy that it's also not going to move, which is ideal for what I'm about to do. Now, I can trace around it. I really don't need to trace around it because it's actually not going to move. This particular piece weighs around about 4 kilos, so it's really quite a heavy piece of equipment. Now, with this particular tool, it's got tungsten steel tips, and as I score around it, it's going to pull away the cement sheeting. So go 3. I'm not doing it really hard. I'm just going around lightly. The other thing I can do, so I make sure that there's no dust being created, I can just gently wipe that back with a damp sponge. So I've got a bucket of water here and I just keep rinsing that out. There's my bucket of water and I can keep rinsing that out. So I'm going to go over this again. So I've gone around it around about 10 times. I'm now going to turn this around, turn my board around and keep going. As I said, this is really an easy thing to do. And round pieces of cement sheeting are really difficult. So I'll just do a close-up. Now I've gone around this many times and the divot's quite large, so I can now remove this. If we have a look, the divots are really quite deep. Now working with this, if I try and break it like it is now, it's actually going to, it might snap in half. So what I'm going to do is cut a line across here using this and a ruler. I've now scored that line, I can now break it. On the edge of the table and gently push down with this hand. Broken. The next thing I'm going to do is just cut these edges. And I'm going to do a score line here. With this next bit, you really need to be gentle when you're pressing down to try and snap this board. If you are too vigorous, you might snap this actual center in half. So we're going to take our time and gently ease it down. These extra bits that are around there, I'm now going to get my straight edge tile nippers and trim those off. I'm now going to use my straight edge tile nippers and I'm going to go around the sides and trim this off. It's pretty well trimmed. I've got a few rough edges. With these, I can go over it again with my nippers. And then to get it really smooth, I can go over it with a piece of sandpaper and just sandpaper the last of that off. I'm not going to do it inside because if I sand inside, it will get really dusty in here. So that's a job I would do outside. If I'm going to sandpaper this, I'm going to wear a dust mask over my face so I don't inhale any of this dust, and then it will be fine for later on. So that is how you do a round shape for your cement sheeting. Just a little quick message. When you're doing all of this, make sure that you put everything away into a bin. All these dust particles are really, really bad if you inhale it or let it dry. So I'm going to put these into a bin straight away. Now, if you notice, I actually don't use a broom to do any of this because a broom will create dust. Once I've actually scooped that into my bin, I'm then going to use my sponge and wipe that back. And that gets rid of any other dust fibres that are sitting there on my table. So I'm now clean, I'm ready to go and ready to start another project. Thanks for watching. If you liked what I did today, could you please hit the like button? Remember to subscribe and ring that bell. I'm Cheryl Hann-Woodlock from Hann-Made Studio saying thanks for watching. Bye.